Aloha. Welcome to day 4 of Envisioning the New Earth guided meditation series. Today, we will be focusing on our personal relationship with the divine and what we would like that to look like going forward in the new earth reality. So let's go ahead and get comfortable. Get cozy in your seat, get yourself settled. And let's begin by taking a few deep breaths. So let's inhale through the nose and exhale through the mouth. Inhaling through the nose and exhaling through the mouth. Just continue this breath, and as you inhale, imagine that you're breathing in pure peace. And as you exhale, breathe out all the stress, all the conflict in the world. Let those exhales really do something. Let them really move the negative energy out. And let the inhale bring in pure peace. So just continue that breathing. And intend that you're breathing in peace and breathing out all the yucky stuff. Breathe in pure peace and presence. And letting go of everything but this moment. Now just let your breath become normal. What we're going to do is we're going to focus on our heart for a moment as we inhale. Just focus that pure peace coming into your heart. And just exhale whenever you're ready in a normal way. Breathing peace into your heart as you focus on your heart. And notice that your body is calming down, that things are a little more settled. Notice if you feel a little more peaceful and relaxed, and allow that to occur if you haven't already. And with your focus on the heart, we're going to start the infinity breath. And again, that is where you begin in your heart. And on the inhale, we imagine that we are inhaling down deep into the core of the earth and then back to the heart. And then up, we exhale up towards God and then back to the heart. So it kind of follows a symbol, like if this is your heart, right? You're inhaling down, connecting with the core of the new planet Earth. And then as you exhale, you meet with God and you come back to your heart. So basically what you're doing is you are bridging yourself, creating yourself as the bridge between heaven and earth. So we're going to go ahead and get started. So let's focus on your heart. And let's inhale down, merging our energy with the core of the new earth reality. And bring the energy back to your heart. And then exhale, taking that energy up towards Mother, Father, God, and then back to your heart. So inhaling down to Mother Earth, back to the heart, and exhaling up to Father, Mother, God, and back to your heart. Inhaling down to Mother Earth, back to the heart, and exhaling up to Mother, Father, God, and back to the heart. And let's take that breath 2 more times individually. Imagining and feeling that connection. Let your breath just become back to normal and see if you can feel yourself as the bridger of heaven and earth. And now I invite you to create in your imagination a sacred space for yourself. It could be that you're just sitting on a beach with the dolphins in the water in front of you and you feel fully relaxed and in tune with nature. Or you could pretend that you're lying by a beautiful stream or in a meadow with wildflowers or near a waterfall or on a boat or whatever suits you. Just imagine yourself in a sacred place that you create for yourself that is your personal heaven. It could be, you could just be in a bubble of God's love or, golden light, it could be anything. Whatever suits you in this moment. Just imagine yourself there. And this place is truly your heaven. It is your sacred, nurturing place where no negativity is allowed to exist. It is within you and it is always a part of you and it's your heaven. So just put yourself in this spot and notice the things that are around you. Notice what you see. Notice the nature. Notice if there's anything that you're sitting on or standing on, what surfaces are around. Notice if there's flowers or trees or water. And notice if there's any smells. Do you smell beautiful flowers or the mist from the waterfall or the salt air? Or do you smell the smell of moist dirt? What smells do you have here in this heaven that you've just created for yourself? And what do you feel here? Just take a moment to feel what your body is noticing in this space, in your heaven. Do you feel the warm sun on the top of your head or on your shoulders or your face, your legs? Do you feel a cool breeze? Do you feel the mist from the waterfall? Or do you feel flowers brushing up against you? Or just notice. And if you hear anything, do you hear anything here? Do you hear the rush of a mountain stream, or do you hear the waves crashing rhythmically on the beach? Do you hear birds? What do you hear here? Do you hear music? Or maybe tones? Just put yourself here in this heaven, this inner heaven. You can put yourself here anytime you want and feel the bliss and the peace, the sanctuary of this space. It's very necessary to be able to put ourselves into a sanctuary space at least once a day, and hopefully more than that per day, because the world is so crazy and it distracts us from the peace that really is within us. And so this is a great tool to access peace and fulfillment and relaxation. So just bask in this heaven for a little while. Just bask in the good feelings of feeling nurtured here. Feeling that all is well. Now I invite you in this moment to just consider, what is the highest and best relationship you could have with the divine in the new earth reality? With God or with consciousness or infinite creator, whatever you call that. What is your relationship to God? in the new earth? How do you want that to be for you or to feel for you? Is there a oneness or a unity with you and the divine in the new earth reality? Are you an active agent of the divine? Is the divine force constantly working through you and you are not separate from it? And as you ponder the answers to these, try and feel what that feels like. The best answer, that whatever feels the best is the right answer. Just try and imagine and feel simultaneously. In this new earth reality, does the divine energy constantly work and speak with you and through you? And are you doing God's will? Are you one with the divine energy? That is all that is. Is there pure, unconditional love for you and through you? Do you demonstrate pure, unconditional love with others? Because you are the divine now. Do you feel loved and fully guided in every moment by your soul or by God? And so now, let's consider that you are still in this inner sanctuary. You're still there in this inner heaven that you've created for yourself, right? And you're feeling these amazing feelings of this relationship with God or the divine or infinite creator. And let's go ahead and have a direct experience of that. And I invite you to invite the energy of God, Prime Creator, Infinite Source, whatever is the term that works for you. I invite you, or angels, or God, or Buddha, or Jesus, or any other guides that you work with. I invite you to invite them into your inner heaven, your inner garden, I call it. You can just focus on them and know, absolutely know, in this space that when you call, they immediately show up. So just imagine asking, inviting, for example, angels into your garden, into your inner heaven, and watch them show up, or watch God show up, or watch Jesus show up right before you, be right there with you. Or the Buddha, or whoever you call forth. Imagine them with you right now. Imagine being seen as pure love. Being seen as the infinite, beautiful being that you are. Imagine receiving their unconditional love. And bask in these feelings for a little while. Just pretend and imagine and feel and bask. Whatever you create with your mind and your imagination, already is. So just allow it. Be with the divine energy in your inner garden now. Feel the unconditional love and the support, the peace, the nurturing. Let yourself feel purely loved. You are loved more than you can possibly imagine. And in this space, when you invite in the divine, you can feel that now and anytime you choose to repeat this. The divine is with you now, listening to your heart's desires. You can share in this space what you'd like that relationship to look like going forth, and ask for their help. If your desire is to no longer be separate from God, but to know your true God nature, your soul, ask for their assistance and come back to this space often and ask questions and be guided by this incredible force that you already are. As humans, we struggle to believe that we are divine. Yet as we dive deeper, we discover that we are divine. So feel free to pause the video whenever you want and just continue interacting and being nurtured and loved by the divine. And let's just stay here for just another moment before we close, basking in this beautiful space and asking for exactly what we want for our relationship with the divine going forward from this moment forward. And know that when you ask, it is given. It is already given, it is already created in the energetic realm. And because we live in a time-space reality, it might take sometimes a little time to get there. And just believe and know that what you want for yourself, whatever your heart's desires are okay, and that they are completely possible for you. So if you so choose, maybe imagine hugging this pure love being that you've brought forth into your inner garden. And imagine receiving a hug. Imagine giving a hug. Just imagine that amazing giving and receiving of pure love. As you say thank you, as your heart expands with infinite appreciation. You are now discovering more of the truth of who you are. Go ahead and offer your great thanks. And let's take a few deep breaths now to physicalize this experience and bring it into our body in a physical way. So with your intention and your breath, just breathe in the feelings of this purely beautiful, connected, loving, nurturing, supportive relationship that you've just created. Just bring it into your body with your breath. And allow it to circulate in your body, and exhale whenever you're ready. Long sleep, long, slow, deep breaths. Breathe it in again. Feeling those beautiful feelings of connectedness and support, and then exhale. And breathe in one more time to solidify it in your body. To physicalize this experience. And allow your breath to become normal. And let's slowly begin to bring ourselves back to this space. Maybe rolling your shoulders a little bit, or your neck. Moving your fingers or toes, or straightening out your back. And come back, welcome back to this beautiful space where you have just basked with and in the presence of the divine. And know that you can come back here anytime you want and experience this nurturing, this love, this support, this immense unconditional love. It is true. It is real. And you can create it. It's an inside job. We have these imaginations for a reason. And with our imaginations, we can create what we want. So enjoy. Come back often to your inner heaven, to your inner garden. Create that space for yourself. Give that to yourself as a gift as often as you can. It's a beautiful, beautiful practice, and one that can serve you incredibly well. You can access this place and call on your guides and ask for assistance in your life and ask for what is the best path. You can ask simple questions. Do I see someone tonight who invited me out, or do I go to this weekend trip, or all these things, because that wisdom that you're in touch with in the inner garden is part of you. It's your higher self, and it has access to the other realms of yourself, like your soul, and to God, and you can bring them in within you and ask these questions and really truly get guidance for your life. So as you wish this relationship to be with the divine going forward, just keep bringing it in. and you get to create it for yourself in this time space, like right here, right now. You can have it. Thank you so much for joining this meditation today. There's lots of stuff on our website if you'd like to go check that out. And thank you. Thank you for envisioning the new earth. Thank you for envisioning your relationship with the divine. Thank you for your efforts. This is incredibly important work that we're doing right now as the old world begins to fall away. The old reality that wasn't really based in true love falls away. We get to simultaneously create the new earth, and that is the purpose of these meditations, so that we can be focused more on the new earth than on the old falling apart. So because as the old falls apart, we have to have something new to go to. So that's very important too. So thank you again for joining us. Namaste and aloha.